So right here is the headliner. You can see it is super dirty. It's disgusting. The fabric is all flappy. It's been like this since I bought the truck. That's roughly 3 years ago. It is finally time to get this all fixed up. The reason this usually happens is here's the fiberglass piece that the actual headliner is built out of. Then the fabric has a foam backing, and it's this foam that starts to break down, causing the fabric to separate. A couple tools you're gonna need. You can use a drill with a wire wheel, scissors. If you're not using a drill, you can use a wire brush. I am using this heavy duty spray adhesive, and this is the replacement headliner. The one I bought is a real headliner, so it actually already has the foam backing. The first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to remove all this old fabric. Once the fabric is off, you're going to simply want to take your wire brush and all this foam has to come off. It is very messy, so you might want to have a shop vac laying around nice and close. Thankfully, this is only a 2-door pickup, so the headliner isn't big. But if you get into the 4-door vehicles or an SUV, this is going to be 2-3 times the size. I have most of the foam sanded off. I find it easier with the wire brush instead of the drill with the wire wheel. The last thing you want to do is gouge into this and start to tear it apart. You really want to make sure that this is all super clean and there is no foam left behind, because when you go to reapply your new upholstery, this old foam, if it's still there, you can see how easily I can wipe this off. The glue will completely come off this, and you're going to be redoing your headliner again. So take your time and do it right. I have a little bit more to do, and then I'll get this all cleaned up. Now that I have everything ground off, you can see how clean the headliner actually looks. Zero traces of the old foam backing, which is exactly what you're going to want for the best adhesion for the new one. I'm going to give this one more wipe down. Then I'm going to get ready and roll out my new headliner on top. I have now cut my headliner fabric to a rough size. I am a couple inches bigger all the way around. It will be easily trimmed after. Last thing you want to do is cut it too small. The way I'm going to do it, I'm more or less going to start from the center, applying adhesive in strips, folding over, placing and pressing, slowly working my way in either direction. I'm only going to do about 5 to 6 inches each time. Here's a close-up of 1/2 that is done. You can see you really want to make sure you can push these into the contours of the headliner. This is where the handle will get cut out above the door. Gonna have little dimples here for the sun visor. Back here is my light. To help with these contours, I found filling a plastic bag with something to help hold it without it popping out was a great thing. Here's the headliner dried and on. Over here it looks like it's got a little dimple, but that's just because I had a bag on it overnight to hold it in the contours. Now I'm going to have to cut out all the little holes for the sun visor mounts, door handles, and the dome light. I'm just going to take a pair of scissors, cut inside, and fold the extra fabric to the back of the headliner. I have now cut out all the little holes. Headliner is in. My hooks do stand out now, but that is because this was the color of the old headliner, and now I have gone to a dark charcoal gray, which actually matches the rear pillars, the seats, the doors, and the dash. So maybe I'm gonna have to get those all switched out. I don't have my sun visors done yet, but I am going to have these wrapped in the same fabric.